Power
This
BI, that
conference will now be recorded.
how we can use Power BI. Okay. So on the installation side, just to tell you that you can download the Power BI desktop from the powerbi.com website. Okay. So if you'll see, you just click on the products and you will go to Power BI desktop,
Hi,
and
Shaggy.
then
Can you please share your screen because it's not.
yeah, sorry.
So is there any
Okay,
version
is it
you want us to download, or like it's only one?
uh yeah, means I'll tell you, so which
Okay.
version you have to download. If you
Okay.
have so have if you haven't downloaded the version, so I'll tell you which version you have to download. Okay.
Yeah,
So for
Mr.
that
Goel,
first,
like, yeah, to be very frank, I have never heard that Power BI until Abhishek told me. I've never used that before.
okay. Okay, fine, understood. Okay, so can you give me, before I will jump Power BI or BI something, can you give me a brief background that about your understanding on the BI, like not Power BI, when I'm talking like BI, like business intelligence. So, do you know anything about the business intelligence? Have you any idea about any other business intelligence tool?
I mean, like for me, like I told you, it's a new. So
Okay,
like my background
okay.
is computer engineering, right? But like I did my master's long time ago. Like it's almost like 13, 14 years ago. After that, I worked as a I worked for about 3, 4 months. I mean, 3, 4 years in the technical side. After that, like I'm totally completely focusing on I'm in the management part. So I know everything, but practically it's possible that I'm not that very good. Could be like that. Background is engineering, but like it's 7, 8. It's been like long time, 8, 9 years. I'm focusing on these days they call it EMR, electronic
Hmm.
medical records. I'm supporting on those areas. There's
Okay,
practice management. Practice management means it's
no,
something like billing,
yeah.
like billing to the insurance company. Like I'm just supporting, those kind of area.
Oh, okay,
So
understood,
obviously,
understood.
like my background is engineering.
Yeah, understood. Fine, no, not an issue. So,
So,
okay, so
like
first,
if
what we
you
will
ask
do?
me something, if you ask me something,
Sorry.
I won't be able to explain, but like probably like I know everything. My condition is
Yeah,
something like that.
understood, not an issue. So, okay, so first, what we will do, I will help you in setting up the Power BI in your system and the requirements, and then we will talk like what are the things required. Okay, because to
Hmm.
get very initially started, we need this software to be downloaded and installed in our system. So, first, what you have to do is you have to, if you can see my screen, you have to go to powerbi.com. Once
Hmm.
you you go to the products, click on Power BI desktop, then you click on to advanced download options. Okay, and here you will further click on download. Depending on your system, if it is a 32-bit machine, download pbi desktop.msi. Okay,
Okay.
and if it is 64-bit machine, then download the pbi desktop underscore x64.msi. So once you download this, just click and next.
Hmm.
Okay, it will start getting download. So once you download this,
Okay, I got that.
yeah, so I have already downloaded it. So it will be this. So you can download it. Will be a 200 MB file, and you just have to install it. So the installation is pretty straightforward. You just have to click,
Yeah.
next. So if you can do it that first, then we can take. So it won't take much time. You You and Abhishek can do that, the download part. Okay. Plus, one other thing we require to get started with Power BI is we need to create an account in Power BI Cloud for a cloud service. Like cloud service is like a Microsoft on Microsoft Cloud. We have to
Okay.
create an account like how we have a Skype account or Windows account. Similarly, we have to set up an account there. So for that, we just have to go to same powerbi.com or powerbi.microsoft.com. Okay, we will go to sign up
Mhm.
free, and so here we have the option of Power BI cloud collaboration and sharing. So we will click on try free. Okay, and so I have already signed in. I've already signed in through a different account. Just I have to sign out, and give me a second.
Okay.
So I'll just sign out first, and then I will show you. So here, if you'll see, you have to give an email ID using which you want to sign up. So, and this email ID has to be a organizational email ID. So Power BI is a concept like we cannot just sign up with our regular like Gmail or Yahoo or any another account. It has to be organizational email ID because Power BI works on the concept of sharing and collaboration for the organization, because whatever the business intelligence we are talking. Okay,
Okay.
so you can use any of your organization email ID. Okay, and then you can, so let's say I have an email ID here. I'll just okay, sign up. And once we click on the sign up, we have to fill few set of details: first name, last name, password, and a verification code which will come on our email account. Okay, and once that is done, we'll say yes, and account will get created. So once our account will get created, it is going to look like this something. So once the sign up portion is complete, you'll sign in using your account. And this is like we have already published some dashboard and reports, but it will be blank. Okay, and we will be having a logging into our app.powerbi.com. Okay, so now whatever the account I have used to sign in into my Power BI cloud account, same account we are going to use into the desktop. So once our desktop installation will be completed, okay, we have to run the Power BI desktop. It will be available here under our windows. Okay, and once you open it, a new Power BI model will open, and there you have the option to sign in. So I will just so I will sign out first. Yeah, so if you will see, now there is option to sign in, and here you have to use the same account which you have used to create the ID. So now once your account you have signed up, you can see the name of the user which has signed in here. All right. So these are the like prerequisite setup before we will start working further on our Power BI. So if you want, you can do it now. It won't take much time. You can just take. quickly, 5 minutes. Or you can do it later as well after the demo. Okay. So so now I'll talk about the Power BI, and for that, let me just open a presentation here. All right. So we are talking about the business intelligence that whatever the Power BI here it is, Power BI is a business intelligence tool. So what is a business intelligence tool is that it can connect to any data source and then it can, present the data in form of the charts and graphs and tabular form or, the pivoted data to represents the number, and so we can understand the information out of it. Okay, so currently, when all this business intelligence started, we have categorized into three different categories. Like, first was, when initially this concept of business intelligence started, it was completely technical. Then second, then the second, with the changes into the business intelligence tools, the things move towards the self service. Okay, and now the things into the stage that where everyone can use the business intelligence. That means when initially business intelligence started, the concept was like we need to have the hardcore developers who can develop the data warehouse and create the different reports and everything for us. Then the things move that where data warehouse, okay, is only required, and then we have the self-service BI that we can connect to the data warehouse and we can just drag and drop the things to build the reports on the fly. Now we don't even need a data warehouse. Okay, we can directly connect to any data, even the real-time data sources, and can build the data warehouse or the data model inside the Power BI tool. So that's why we are calling it as now we are into the third stage of business intelligence. Okay, so everyone can now use the business intelligence. Moving further, then we have the type of visualization, why a data visualization is required. So it will help us in identifying the key areas and the hidden patterns inside our data. We can get the key metrics, we can understand the data with the help of the KPIs, and the overall goal is to make the proper decisions for our organization so we can help in the business growth. Here now we have the licensing and the costing part of our Power BI. So if you will see, there are the three different models provided by Power BI: Power BI Free, Power BI Pro, and Power BI Premium. So free is so there are two things. One is Power BI Desktop and Power BI Cloud Service. So Power BI Desktop is free for everyone. Like you can just download and like get started. But desktop is only for building the reports. But when we have to publish in the sense when we have to share with the end user, so definitely they are not going to see on the desktop because desktop is a developer tool. They have to see on the web. So for that we have the three different licensing. One is free is you can just create an account, okay, and then you can use that account to publish the report. But it has limitations as it is mentioned. You can only push a data set of up to 1 GB, not more than that. Then there's no option of sharing and collaboration. So let's say in an organization, if the two people are working and they want to share the report with the same person in the organization or outside organization, that cannot be done in the Power BI free. Then second version of licensing is Power BI Pro. Power BI Pro, the price for Power BI Pro is $9.99 per month per user. Okay, so approximately $10 per month for user, okay, to have a Power BI Pro license. Then it gives the feature of sharing and collaboration. Then we have the embedding feature, and then we have the row level security, and then the data set will be available 10 GB. This is wrong actually, it has increased now to 10 GB. And then we have the concept of a refresh, like refreshing the data, auto refresh of data in Power BI. Okay, and so that also is possible 8 times a day. Then finally, licensing, we have a premium. So in a premium, what Power BI will do, Microsoft, they will provide us a separate node, okay, and there we can create the multiple users, and then the licensing will be different, and there is no limitation in terms of the data set, and there's no limitation in terms of the number of refresh for our data set. So these are the three different licensing costs for Power BI. What account currently I'm using? I'm using a pro account, pro trial. So once you have a free account after sign up, Power BI will give you option to upgrade your account to a pro user for a period of 60 days, where you can try and use the different options and see that how it is working for your organization. All right. So here we can understand the architecture of our Power BI, that how Power BI works. Okay, so as I was mentioning earlier, that Power BI, we talk about the Power BI desktop, which is our developer tool, and then we talk about the Power BI cloud, which is a cloud service for sharing and collaboration, and where we will publish our reports. So using the Power BI desktop, we develop the application, we develop the reports, okay, and then we publish it to the cloud, right? So Power BI desktop can take the data from on-premise data sources like Excel or our regular databases or anything else. Plus, okay, and then with the help of Power BI desktop, we publish that things to the Power BI cloud, and from there, the if you will see, the end user is accessing. So if you will see here, uh, as my cursor is moving, so this part is our Power BI desktop, where Power BI desktop is can connect and take the data from Excel and the different file system sources, okay, and then with the help of Power BI desktop, we are publishing the data to the Power BI cloud service, and then the finally authenticated user can access the data in form of Excel and the reports, and in even the form of mobile as well. All right. Here you will see there is something mentioned as a Power BI gateway. This is important as a part of Power BI architecture and Power BI ecosystem, that for refreshing of data for the on-premise data sources, we need this gateway. So this gateway is basically a tunnel which set up the a continuous integration of our on-premise data source. On-premise means which is on our system, let's say system in the sense on a local server. And when talk about the cloud, like our Azure account, or or AWS or any another cloud account. Okay, so to have a continuous synchronization between your data sources present on your system and the Power BI cloud, we need this data gateway, which will set up a secure tunnel. So we can have a continuous synchronization of data or from on-premise and the Power BI cloud. So this Power BI cloud is hosted on Power BI Microsoft Cloud. If you don't want to push your data to the cloud, then Microsoft provide a solution as a report server. If someone has a idea of SSRS, like which was the SQL Server reporting services, another reporting tool, like old reporting tool by Microsoft. So similarly for Power BI itself, there is a reporting services. This is the on-premise solution. What it will do, it can help us in publishing the reports on our own premise, like in our premises. We are not pushing any data to the cloud, okay, and then we don't need that cloud account as well. We have to buy the report server from the Power BI, and on that we can publish the reports, and everything will stay inside the organization. It won't go outside the organization. All right. So here are the different components of Power BI. We already talk about the Power BI desktop. We talk about the Power BI service, which is powerbi.com. Okay, then the Power BI mobile app. So Power BI has a mobile app both for Android and Windows, and for Android and iPhone, and for the Windows as well, where you can log in with the same account which we have login in powerbi.com, and all the dashboard and reports we can see inside that. And then we can on the fly as well, we can see our reports and dashboard. Then we have the on-premise data gateway. We just talk about that. It will help us setting a network between the secure network between our on-premise and the cloud service. Then there is a report server. So report server is a on-premise solution to publish the reports. Then Power BI embedded if we have to embed any dashboard or report into any of our native application, let's say HTML or .NET or Java. Then how we can do that? That we can do with the help of our Power BI embedded. So these are the different components of our Power BI. If you will see, using this component of Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, and Power Map, we have created the Power BI desktop. So to give a bit more information about this, Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, and Power Map was the plugins for our Microsoft Excel. And over the period of time, that what Microsoft has done, they have combined all these different plugins and created a separate tool itself called known as today's Power BI Desktop. Okay, so Power Query supports like mQuery, DAX functions, where we can write the different expressions like how we write in Microsoft Excel, and we can do lot of calculations. We can create the calculated columns or the measures, so many things we can do inside that. And then the other side, we have Power BI Cloud Service, which is used for publishing and sharing our reports and dashboard. Then we have Power BI Q&A. So this is a very important feature as a part of Power BI ecosystem. What Power BI will do, as it is on a Microsoft platform, so using their AI technology, they can read our data and suggest us the information out of which we even haven't thought. So they will analyze the data using their NLP service, natural language processing service, and they can come up with a report. They can come up with a visualization only if we ask it in a plain English. So if I will say that show me the total of the sales by month and year, so this thing can be done with our Power BI Q&A service. Then the data management gateway, we talk about that. The on-premise gateway, which will help us in building a secure network for our cloud service and the on-premise data. Then the data catalog, the all the data what we have, we can manage in our Power BI. The important thing, how Power BI is different from any another visualization tool is that Power BI can connect to numerous data sources. Plus, we can build a complete data model directly inside the Power BI, which we used to do in old days. Like, we need to have a separate team who is just working on the data modeling, and, they are designing a data warehouse, and they're writing lot of ETLs where fact tables are being created, and the dimension tables has been created. Plus, so this is more from the data warehousing side. Now if some old user like Excel user who is building so many reports, but they will get a limitation when they have to connect to any third party data, so they can just connect to RDBMS to fetch the data or Cube and all. But when it comes to the Power BI, Power BI now gives us the flexibility to connect to any the data source which is available, either it is Oracle or SQL Server or SAP or Azure SQL or AWS. You name it, Power BI will have some solution out for it, right? For connecting to the data source. Plus, whatever the functionality was there into the Excel, generating the pivot tables, or creating any different type of charts, or even third-party collaborations, Power BI has done it, in a very good way. Plus, another good thing with Power BI is that as it is still evolving, Power BI will have some updates every two updates every month. So this is like something big. If you talk about any another tool, let's say Tableau or ClickView or Jasper or any Oracle, they won't come with the updates for 6 months. Like every 6 months maybe they have enhanced some new features and they're coming as a complete upgrade. But with Power BI, every month there are the two updates. Like every month they are building some new features which is asked by the community or as their as a pipeline which they want to share with the user. So now if in terms of the Gartner reports also, Power BI is something which is the leading player in the BI world for the visualization of your data in terms of licensing or on the so many factors as well. Okay, coming back to Power BI architecture, this has been explained in a simple way that we can connect to the different data sources. We can use the Power BI desktop. Then we have the Power BI service. Okay, and then so this is for our cloud. Okay, and for the report server, and finally user can access the reports here. User can access in a laptop, in a mobile, or in a tablet, like any mode they can access the final reports which we built. So this has been explained same thing, like we can publish the reports from our desktop to the Power BI cloud service. So this is more about the installation part, which we have already discussed, that how we have to download the Power BI desktop. So I'll just skip this. Yeah, yeah, this is I'll explain you that how to get started in whatever the different components inside our Power BI desktop. Right. Okay. So Mani, we will keep the demo session till today, and if any further questions have by Abhishek or Sanju, they can ask, and the regular time we can decide from when we are going to have our regular class.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, thank you. So you have any questions, Abhishek or Sanjay from your end?
Not today, but like we will we will have.
Can
Today
you
is
show
general.
us one example, just example like how it look?
I cannot hear you, Abhishek. Can you come again?
Can you show us one example in Power BI desktop?
Yeah, sure. I'll show you one quick example. Okay, let me open a report which I was just developing. Okay. So if you will see here, this is like something I was trying. So if you will see, we have plotted a line chart on the basis of our data. Then here we have, a bar chart. Here we have a clustered bar chart. Okay. So like this, we can create the different visualization. And now if you will see, and see here are the some of the visualizations available inside the Power BI. Either it is a pie chart or a donut chart, or is it a map, or is it a table, or is it matrix. Power BI has the functionality to connect with the R script or Python, or to the directly to the web, or either a waterfall chart or a area chart. So many charts are there available in Power BI. Then if you want to customization, now interactive. So if you will see how Power BI is so much interactive, if you will just click here, you can see that the other visualizations are also changing. So this is like a interactive report where we can see that how the data depends on the different factors. Plus, if you want to import any custom visualization, so Power BI has a big marketplace. Okay, so if you will see, there are so many charts, okay, and the different visualizations available on the marketplace depending on our requirement, which is not there into our visualization. But if we want to add them, we can check that sometime, like some requirements came and we don't have that visualization available here, but yes, we can find on the marketplace. Or we can, if you are, let's say, a developer in terms of a JSON developer or something, then you can develop your own visualization as well and publish to the marketplace. If it is accepted by Power BI, then we can use it. So let's say you want to add some filters. So generally we have a filter of a one type available inside the Power BI by default, but here we have so many other filters available. So let's say we want to add a text filter. I can click on add and it will be available here now. So we have imported a custom visualization, and once we have imported a custom visualization, we can add it in our report and then use it. Another thing is, if you will see, Power BI, using desktop we develop a report. Okay, in a report we can have multiple pages, right? We can have the multiple pages in a report. Plus when we publish it to our cloud service, that time, on the basis of the if we want to collaborate the different reports, if I'll just show you. So let's say there are the three reports. Okay, now if I want to collaborate all these three reports in a single dashboard, then we can create a dashboard at the cloud level at our cloud service. Okay, and then we can navigate from a single dashboard to three different reports or more reports, right? Then similarly we have the option of cross filtering inside, one report to another, one page to another, drill through. So many options are available. This is more from the visualization part, as I was talking about the data modeling. So if you will see here, Power BI, we can directly create our data model here inside our Power BI. We can import the different data sources, and the data modeling can be done here. Instead of data modeling has to be done outside and then we have to import the data model, we can just directly connect to the raw data sources, whichever there, either if you will see here, they in terms of, just a second. uh, so if you will see, if you will see the option, these are the n number of data sources from which we can get the data. Like some of them, if you want to get the data from a databases, it connect to IBM, MySQL, Postgres, Teradata, Sbase, Oracle. Okay, anything you name it, there'll be a particularly, connector for that in Power BI. Right. So yeah, and then we'll come to the Azure. It can connect to Azure, and then the online services. Okay, it can connect to Google Analytics and the SharePoint. Other things are available as well. So that's why, like, Power BI have the option to connect to so many other data sources as well, apart from our traditional data sources like the database or the flat file systems. So with once we import the different table, different sources, we can see it here. Then we can massage the data. We can build a data model like this, where we will define the relationship between the so here if you'll see, a relationship between the table, d customer and the customer type category has been defined. So we can create and build all these different relationships in our Power BI model, and once we have done this, we can start developing the visualization. And on basis of this relationship only, this all data is getting interacted with each other, because there is a relationship between a product type and a customer table. So we can see that once I'm selecting a particular product number, there is another data set is also get filtered, because if you will see, we have defined a relationship here. So all this relationship is linked. So yes, these are the different features available in your Power BI. And to just get started, very basically, we will import a data source and then we build a data model. Okay, then we will verify the data. If we have to add any dummy data, we can do that. We have the option to add dummy data, static tables inside the Power BI directly. No need to go to the database or maintain the files outside your Power BI file. So it all can be done inside the Power BI itself. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that we will talk more like about there's so many examples and the stuff which we can do inside our Power BI.
Okay, good sounds. Hey, Mr. Goel, can you
Yes.
show me again that sign up process? I'm
Yeah.
downloading.
Yeah.
I'm downloading, like it's being downloaded, but so you
Okay.
go to for the cloud sign up.
Yeah, I will do that. So let me. Okay, so first step is you have to download the desktop which you're already downloading. Second
Mhm.
thing is you have to sign up here. If you
Oh,
go to powerbi.microsoft.com, if you'll see sign up free. Once you click on that, then you scroll down. There is option of cloud collaboration and sharing. Click on try free. It will open a new window. For that, signup.microsoft.com. Here you have to provide
okay.
your email
Okay.
ID.
I think I get it.
Okay.
Mhm. So basically, you started with Power BI Microsoft.com, right? Yeah. So after that, like
Yes, the
you
Power
get a
BI
full.
dot Microsoft. Yeah, Power BI dot Microsoft.com, and there
And then,
you sign up, create an account, and then you are just inside your Power BI cloud service.
okay.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yep.
Okay.
So once you have your account created, you can use the same account to sign in the desktop, or yeah, that I'll talk like once we are working from the desktop. Right. So yeah, but these are the initial two things to get started, that we need to have a Power BI desktop installed and the cloud service as well.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Sanju. Thank you, Abhishek. So we will, I'll just coordinate with Money and we will find the timings for our session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Have
You're
a good
flexible,
day.
right? Morning or evening?
Uh, like I
Yeah.
need to go. What will be your preferred timing, Abhishek? Like, in which time zone you are in US?
Central.
Sorry, Central, right? Okay, so probably we have to do it your morning. That will be evening for me, like approximately maybe the same time which is now, if
No,
that
we
will
have to do
work.
our evening.
Sorry,
We have to do our evening.
you have to do your evening. Okay, what time will be that? Because I have a day of it. Okay, I'll
Anything
just let
after
me.
5, anything will do.
Okay, fine, no issues. I'll check with Money on that, and we can sort out the timings as well.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. We'll work on
Okay,
the timing. Yeah.
okay, sure, sure. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.